Welcome to the Life of Hair. My name's James Atkinson. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Life of Hair. Today's episode is another trend report, but this time we're going to look at the men's trends for 2021 and what I think will be some of the trends we will expect to see. Thank you for everybody who has watched my videos, subscribed to the channel. This week I hit 50,000 subscribers. I am literally over the moon about it. So if you're new here, then consider hitting that subscribe button and joining the Life of Hair community. There's a lot of wonderful people who tune in every single week. Leave comments down below, hit that thumbs up button, and chat to me on all sorts of social media platforms, and I absolutely love having those guys in my life. So hopefully you too will become one of those people who I chat to regularly. Now, in today's episode, we are going to look at men's trends, as I mentioned. And men's trends are interesting. Obviously, I'm a man, believe it or not. I was once a barber. So, first trend I think we're going to see is long hair on men. Now, I know that's not necessarily a trend, but it's also circumstantial, for instance. But it's definitely going to be a trend. Men are going to grow their hair out, enjoy having their hair longer, and because they're not going into their corporate office jobs and they're working from home, it's going to be way more acceptable for them to have longer hairstyles. And that for me is nothing but a good thing. So long have we kind of conformed to the restraints of corporate life, and it's time that, it doesn't mean that someone's grown their hair that they're going to underperform at work. Let's be true. So I think the comeback of long men's hair is absolutely fantastic, and the variation is absolutely enormous. So I've shown you some examples on the screen here of different men's long hairstyles that I think are going to be really, really super popular in 2021, and I reckon going way into 2022 also. The polar opposite to that trend is going to be the very short French crop, military style, square on the sides, tapered up, buzzed, faded, you name it, as short as you can get it. Get that hair off my head haircut. 100% people are just going to be fed up of having their hair grown out. They want it short, they want it away, job done. So that's going to be a nice easy one, super quick. Get the clippers out, buzz it straight up square, cut the top, blend it in, jobs are good. Nice and easy. The other techniques and styles that I think we're going to see that are similar to that have been around for a while, but I don't think they're going anywhere, are going to be those haircuts where it's super short on the side and swept back through the top. Nice, easy haircut to do. Looks fantastic. I know that it's a bit done now, but I think those people that wanted that style when it was super fashionable, that didn't have the patience to grow their hair out, have grown their hair out, but then have decided that this is the next step for them. Absolutely, I think this is one of those haircuts we're going to see. An evolution of that particular haircut as well is going to be the long, swept over, brushed over version of that. Very short on the sides, blended up, tapered up, and then push the hair over and let it hang over the side. Very, very cool, very casual, very nice haircut indeed. Men with curly hair, another trend that I think we're going to see come through. A few styles that we can think of for men with curly hair. We're going to pop a few up on the screen. Super short, tapered around the edges, super tidy, really nice, bit of texture on top, bit of curl remaining, looks wonderful. Love that haircut. Wish I could have my hair cut like that sometimes. Don't always think it suits me. Have had it cut like that a few times, but questionable as whether I enjoyed it. The other thing is obviously you can have it longer and softer and curly. A really nice kind of easygoing shape is a nice triangular graduated men's haircut. Works really well on curly hair. You can keep the top super long. It's very similar to how mine would be cut normally if I wasn't cutting my own hair at the moment. And really fantastic, simple, nice hair to wear. Curly hair. Get the right cream, curling cream. Leave it in your hair. Let it dry naturally. Don't comb it. Don't put your hands through it. Don't touch it. Just let it dry naturally, guys, and you will have fantastic results. The next trend that I think we're going to see from the men's world is that super short, skin faded side, brushed forward, crew cut, very textured, heavy fringe, that haircut really, I think, will grow in popularity in 2021. Tapered around the edges, long sweeping fringes, but lots of texture, lots of movement, maybe curly. A really nice haircut if you've got lots of curly hair. Now we're on to what I think is a hair texture that is not talked about enough, and that is Afro-textured hair, or Afro-Caribbean textured hair, whichever name you want to call it. The high top fade, straight out the 90s. The 90s are so fashionable at the moment. I think we're going to see lots of high top fades. I think the other haircut that's going to become really popular in the Afro-textured or African textured hair types is going to be the short, tight, compact Afro style. Very round, very tapered in towards the edges, but very rounded in its form. I think that's going to be something that we're going to see quite a lot of too. I've certainly seen quite a few guys wearing that particular style. I think the final thing that I want to talk about really is that probably more than anything, people are just going to be embracing their natural texture. And so if you're a hairdresser watching this and you want to give your clients some advice, find them a product that's really going to emphasize their natural texture. None of this really forced into place, kind of set, lay right, sticky hair product that goes in, that keeps everything absolutely in place in a hurricane. People have been used to wearing their hair a bit more natural, walking around the house with no hair product in. So they're going to want something that's a bit freer, a bit looser. So you might want to kind of brush up on the sort of products that you might need in your salon to create these looser, freer styles so people can have what they want from their hair. So remember, creams, soft pomades, soft styling creams, things like that are going to be much more popular for a while, so that people can kind of embrace their natural texture, get used to it, and actually know that their hair isn't frizzy. With the right product in their hair, then they can have their natural texture and keep their hair in place also. So I hope that helps you, stylists. I hope that helps anyone that's watching this that's a client, a gentleman wanting to get their hair cut. Talk to your stylist, talk to your barber about the type of product that you could use to keep your hair looking and feeling natural, rather than kind of putting in really heavy products that are going to force your hair into unnatural shapes. I've been James Atkinson. This has been my Men's Hair Report 2021.